Welcome, folks, back to Backroads County. Just looking at the cleanup we had last week. It's really starting to look quite polished. I'm a bit unsure about this uneven grass. I'm not hating it, but maybe I'll just randomise it instead of having everything at like 90 degrees. There's a lot of 90 degrees cuts that make it just look a little bit chunky. I'm not sure, I may keep it, I may change it. But one thing I do want to change is the entrance over here. Now remember last episode, I was quite surprised at the lack of textures for this sort of stuff. I was comparing it with another playthrough I'm doing, and the other playthrough I'm doing, I had a texture pack that basically, as far as I know, it allows you to use any of the texture in the map. And last episode I only had access to the base texture. So what I've done is I've downloaded that mod and installed it. And I want to redo this area. So that's where I'm going to start this episode at. So I haven't tested it on this map yet. Just trying to get myself out of the way. So let's give that a shot. Gonna zoom down here a bit. Alright, now paint. I think it's in here somewhere. Painting. You can see there's a lot more textures here now. I didn't have that option last episode. So I've even got like a tiled and a mosaic texture, but I'm thinking I'm not going to try that. Now first up I'm going to get rid of the this concrete path, because I want to make it more of a natural path rather than just have concrete paths around everywhere. I might keep the initial driveway concrete and then just transform it. So that's grass cut. I'm just going to, at this stage, just cover this path, a section of this path with grass, just so I can redo it. That's all I'm doing at the moment. Size, and what's the shape? Is it B? I think it's B. No. I noticed a lot of these menus change too. Like B, I think in the past has had a round, changed the shape from a square cursor to a round cursor, but here it's toggle free mode. Here it's right click. Okay, so I've got the round one and the size M. No, I'm clicking B. Okay, this is what I'm after. Right, so I've got the grass selected, so I'm just deleting this grass section that I put in last episode. And I'm going to try different textures. What's this one? Moss and pebbles. Moss stones. I'll try moss pebbles. You know, straight away I'm sort of liking that. And this is moss rocks. Hang on. Moss pebbles. Moss stones. I can't tell the difference actually. I'll go with pebbles and see how that goes. So I may have to get that tree out of the way, but I'll be putting some trees in today. And the other thing I'll be doing later is at the production where the production is, the estate. Actually, I'll probably just zoom over here. Here, this block here. Why is it moving backwards? Right, here. Later on what I'll do is I'll do a cutscene, but I'm going to take some more trees down and expand this area. I'll do that off camera because we've seen enough logging for the time being with this map. And I'll get a Tailor shop put in here. Okay, so yeah. The tree's in the way. So we're using moss pebbles. I just reminded myself because I don't want to put a different texture in. Yeah, I like this texture here. This is a new one I've just started painting in. But as you can see, this tree's in the way. So unfortunately, it's got to go. So I'll take that down. But I am going to put some other trees up in this episode. I just want to put a couple of paths around the place. Okay. So I'll take that one out. And I'll make another payment to the loan. Kind of, I don't want to say I've forgotten about it, but I have, I've had other things that I've been prioritising. Somehow full first thing in the morning. Right, I don't want to take any of these trees here down. I feel like they're in the way, but at the same token I don't want to take them. So I might just end the track halfway. Yeah. Okay, so moss pebbles round and size M. Yeah. So I'm thinking about something like here. Leave it in the yeah, like that. So it's come off the concrete into a sort of a path. I didn't want to have concrete paths all around the place. And I was looking at these textures and I just wanted something to break it up. And I think that's actually quite a nice alternative. Now the tractor's in the way. Actually both these trees are in the way. Okay, we get back down to grassroots level. So I've come in here. These two trees are here in the way. I'll get the stump grinder out as well. I'll do it properly. And this one here. And as I said, I will be putting extra trees in today. So, and I've always said I'm going to. Well, I will be this episode. I'll definitely be putting a couple of nice trees. I'm just trying to beautify the farm a little bit now. I'm getting to the stage now where I'm sort of happy where everything is. Okay, now just get into the stump grinder, which is here. Oh, that's all the way down here. Okay, didn't realise that. Okay. Why is that? Maybe the... Oh, that's why. I'll be interested to see if I have to do the texture again too. Okay, so I'll just get rid of this hopefully. Yep. Okay, well it didn't affect the texture. That's good. Good to know. There's another stump here I didn't see. I might actually keep this down here for a little bit. I might find some other stumps. I think I'll also neaten up the silage area. Just get this other little bit. Come on. What's going on? Has it got rid of it already? No? Can't be that off. There we go. Hang on. That should get rid of it. Yep. So that one's gone. Now there's a couple over here I need to get rid of. I'll just push that tree so I don't chop into it. That's gone. Oh, there's one more. Well, one more that I know of. There could be more. How is everyone today? Today's Friday. Approaching the weekend. Trying to get this episode out for the weekend. I usually try to have an episode or two out by the weekend. It doesn't always work that way, but that's always the plan. Okay, just get this out of the way. Turn the engine off for a second. I'll get the tractor out of the way too, so I know that's in the way. Alright. Okay. Get this one here out of the way. Actually, what I could do, I suppose, is it leaving a... Let's get this out of the way of this tree, if I can. No, okay. Seeing if I can leave some tracks as a guide to paint, but one of these trees is in the way. So as we come around here, this is about where I want to paint it to. Right. And give me some sort of guide. Okay, construction. Okay, it's retaining that, that's good. Okay, so right click and the size M, and we've got, must be some grass down here or something. Moss selected, okay. Just tidy that up a little bit more, and just want to get a little bit more finer. Right. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Now, let's see if I can put some trees in. I want to put some trees at the opening, which means I'm going to take this one here down, this one here down, but then I'm going to line the path with some really nice trees. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll just take a couple down here, only for the purpose, because I want to put some really nice, attractive trees to the entrance on both sides here. So I'll get this one here down as well. Okay, and just one here, this little one here. Hopefully I want a tree that changes colours with the leaves, you know, in the different seasons. I think it's sort of like autumn or something, where the leaves turn to like a yellow-orange colour. That'd be nice. Okay, so I'll just get these out of the way. So I can see what I'm doing. Well, there's a lot of foliage on these trees. I missed something, I think, yeah. That looks pretty good. Right, I'll just get the Tempted to keep it like that, but the same token I really would like to have a couple of nice trees on the entrance. I don't know if I should get rid of this one here as well. I'll leave it for the time being. Maybe it'll be alright. Just get that out of the way. Right. Oh, there we go. I'm going to have to check up on the... Oh, I haven't checked on the animals either, so I'll do that definitely in a second. Just going to get rid of this stump. Make sure the sheep have got plenty of food. Can't really see what I'm doing here at the moment. Just coming at a different angle. That's all of it. Yeah, I think they got rid of it all, and one over here. Not sure if I got it. I think I've got it all. Alright, so I'm just gonna take the bobcat around the edge of this grass field, because I think from memory there was another. Maybe I'll go backwards. Can't see what I'm doing here. There we go. I think there was a stump around the edge of here. Well, there's a lot of foliage on this tree. I can't see anything. There we go. Right. So I'll just... Might be easy if I just sort of walk it. I had a feeling there was a stump around here somewhere. Might have been on the other side. I'll get in the arm to be able to see it better. Well, I might have a look at this grass too. It might be ready for another trip of silage. Alright, well, since I'm here, I'll have a look at the animals, the sheep. Is that another stump there? I think it is. Right here. Okay. I didn't notice that one before. Something I've missed. It's amazing how many stumps just get left behind. And another one here. And another one. We've got a couple around the place. Where is it? I think I got it. Yep. Okay, I think I saw another one just to the left here. Yep, there it is. I'm going to go right around this field. I think there are a few of them around. Come on. Where's it gone? No. There we go. Alright. Yeah. I'm not convinced I've got it. I think I'll just hop out and have a look. What's that? Maybe it's gone. Alright, I'm just going to check the animals. See what, okay, it's not drastic. I didn't think they had that much. I thought they even had less than that, so. Alright, I think I got the stump out. I had a feeling there was a stump around the edge of the field. I can't remember where, but I thought there was a good sized stump just on the edge that I've missed. Is that one there? No, it's the shadow. Alright. Regardless, I'm going to keep it down here anyway, because I'm going to tidy up that silage area, take a couple of trees that's right in the way there. Okay, I'll leave that one on the corner. Okay, now I'm going to leave the grass mower out because I'm probably going to do some mowing today. Just take it over here so it's handy for me. Put it near the trailer, just in front of it. That'll do. Yeah, right. And I'll grab my log pulley and drag some of these trees into the middle so I can load them up. Okay. Right. No. Okay, so just going to move these logs and I'm going to put some trees down. Some nice beautiful trees, big bushy trees and a couple of small trees just lining the entrance. Right, that'll be nice already, I reckon. Okay. Yeah, that's going to look so nice when we get these trees in. I'm half tempted not to even mow this area here. Sort of half of me is tempted and the other half saying just leave it. Don't make the place too neat around the edges. I mean, it is a farm, it's not a resort here. I still want to keep the integrity of it being a farm. I like to have it neat and around the house and around the fields, but once on the perimeter I think I'll leave it the way it is. I may change my mind, but that's how I feel at the moment. What's going on? It's on the ground, it's not letting me turn at the moment. I just lift it up. Right. Just trying to square it up a little bit. There we go, it's not too bad. That'll do. Right. I'll get these trees out of the way. I might just tow the last two so I can do it in one hit. Okay. Right. Just drag this one over a bit. Just want to pull it across. Ah, I've got the other one dragging the other one. That'll do. Alright, let's get them moving backwards. Give it a bit of a clean up. I may have missed a couple of pieces, but I'll come back for it in a second if I have. It's hard to tell with these weeds everywhere. That looks pretty good. Alright. Look at that one. Did I miss anything there? Just go over to make sure. Right, okay. So, let's connect them up. No, it's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Everything in one hit. I'll chop these up later. Probably this episode. But I just want to get the, like I said, I just want to neaten the place up a bit more. I'm really happy I got those extra textures to play with too. Okay, so that's all on there. Make sure I got that little one pushed over as well. Right, nice. I'm happy with that. I'll just get rid of this white one. Come up a bit more. Okay, that'll do. Okay, pretty happy with that. Just occurred to me, I better keep an eye out for the weight. Let's get rid of that. I was just looking for the weight because later I'll be going over to the other side. The weight may be over there. I'll have a look later. It doesn't matter for the time being. Right, okay, let's get some trees down now. How's that looking? I want to see how that texture looks out. Pretty happy with that actually. It just breaks it up having, I mean I don't mind having the concrete for the main entrance, but coming into the farm, I didn't have concrete all around the farm. I actually quite like this texture. Yeah, I might even keep these weeds just to, there's another one right there. Okay, we'll get that one later. Okay, let's get a couple of trees down. Just get out of the way. Finally, put some trees down. What's this tree here? That's a large northern catalpa. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm just wondering if it's going to be too big. Maybe not so much big, but wide. What's that? Hang on, let's zoom out here a bit. What's that? This is a hickory. You know, that might be alright actually, because there's nothing like that around here that'll stand out. Too many trees, what are you talking about? Alright, well listen folks, it's not letting me put it down saying there's too many trees, but I've got a solution to that, because later offline I'm going to be chopping down some trees on this production area. And by reducing the trees here, it might then allow me to plant some trees around here. Granted, I'm not sure how many trees I need to chop down, but I wasn't planning on this being an issue, but it is. Excuse me, I got a bit of a frog in my throat today. I don't know why, but I have. Okay, I can see there's a lot of grass that I mowed too. I don't pick it up when I'm at ground level, but when I'm at this height, I can see it sort of. It gets textured in. There's a bigger. Okay. Well, okay, folks. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a cut scene because I'm going to chop these wood up, take them back to the sawmill, and then I'm just going to go straight to forestry for a while. And then I'll come back in. I'll come back in then after I've done all the chopping, and let's just have a look at the fields. If I can press the right button. I want to buy another field, but I don't know how much. I want to buy another field, and one that's not really a long way from where I am now. So that's 267. That's still up there, but that's not too bad. That's bordering on reasonable. 181. Okay, I would have thought it'd be less than that. Yeah. Fields aren't cheap around here. Okay. I'll have a look at also my other field over here, number 39. Just want to have a look at it. Okay. Yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. This is my sugar beet. Where's the edge? Okay, so the edge is out here. It's looking quite healthy. I really like this field for a number of reasons. One of the biggest reasons I like about this field is just how flat it is. It gives me options in the future. You know, this could be a building site, production site, maybe a site to put up a farm. I don't think I'll have a farm next to a fuel station though, but maybe a storage area, put a silo and some sheds up. I'm not sure. Plenty of plenty of choices I can make in the future with this field, but this crop's looking quite good. Okay, folks, on that note, I'm just going to do some chopping up, do some forestry, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, finished that. Completed. Now I took down about 12 trees. As you can see, my funds have gone up. So we're not too far away from getting the tailor shop. And as you can see here, got a nice supply of raspberries. That'll help me. That'll help me get the money really quick. Okay, so right now I'm going to empty the silage bin. So I'm just going to have to position these. Oh. I should do that. What options I got here? Unfold belt. I thought it was unfolded. Fold belt. No, that must be it. Okay, and alright, I'll just leave that there. It's probably ready to go. I'm sure this is ready. Yeah, 100%. Right, okay. get the other half of it over here. Now what options have we got? We got turn on belt. Okay, I'll leave it off for the time being, only because I want to position it to the right spot. So I'm just going to come around here. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Now, that looks pretty good. Okay, so before I do anything, I position the trailer, position the trailer under the conveyor belt. As far as I know, I think the red one's actually on now. Ooh. I might have to let the spout might be out a bit too far. I'll have to do something about that. Where are we? Right. Just drop it in a bit. Just get rid of this menu for a second. That should be fine. Okay, so we'll turn this one here on. It's going up here and it's loading the truck. The tractor, I should say. You can see it filling up slowly. This is obviously the best way to empty silos. It's a good chance it might even fill the whole trailer. It might all fit in with a bit of luck. Let's wait and see. Well, I've seen that. Never get tired of seeing that happen. Knowing how long it takes to do it by bucket. You can see it getting swallowed up. The range on this thing is pretty incredible, really. I'm not expecting to get a lot out of this, but after I empty it and after I've done all my other chores, I might look into mowing this field and doing another silage run. Although I might make that next episode, the actual mowing of the grass. It looks just about ready, I reckon. It's nice and flush, and long, and thick. Okay, should be just about done, I reckon. Still going. Not sure how much I'll get for this. I'll have a guess once I know how much I got. I don't think it would be more than $5,000. Okay, well that's empty. Awesome. So that's off. Now let's see if I can turn this off. Yeah, they don't really have an on and off switch. I think you just got to fold and unfold. Anyway, let's see what we got here. I'll just move this menu up so I can see what we're looking at. 98% full, 22,603. Okay, let's go. Not sure if I'm going to put a track around here. Whoa. I'll just get outside view. I'm pretty much blinded here. touch those raspberries. I might put a path around back, a backward path. I'll just get this up so you can see where I'm going. Right. I'm quite impressed with this little path. It fits in quite nicely. And I like the fact that it's not all concrete all the way around. Alright, let's go. Let's go. It just occurred to me, if I wasn't doing anything, I could have actually used the auto drive to take it back, but, you know, I got nothing else to do at the moment, so I might as well drive and save myself a little bit of money. Because it does, you know, as much as I like the auto drive, it does cost you money. It's only going to be truly beneficial if you're having to do two things at once. Then I don't mind using it. I will use it then. Right, okay. So we go down here. I was looking at my notes before. I wasn't sure if I went a little bit straying towards the footpath, but I was just looking at my notes. There's so many things to do, I just don't want to forget anything. Now, I think this is it. Yeah, of course it is. This is where the mud is, so we're going to be held up a little bit here. I'll hop out, I can trying to capture the mud. Might be a better way of doing it here. So if we go and put a couple of wheels on the concrete, it'll go from 11 kilometers an hour. Now I'll pick up speed. I may at a later stage, if I can, put some concrete over this track. Otherwise it takes too long. So down to, yeah, it's a little bit of a nuisance, I think. Got a lot to do today. So I can see what I'm looking for. Right, here we are. I think about $3,000 or $4,000, I reckon. Probably closer to $4,000, I guess. Be good if you could hit the $50,000 mark. Might be too much to ask, although, wow, okay, we hit 50. How much was that? That was $5,511. Wow, that's a lot more than I expected, actually. I was honestly expecting about $3,500. Okay, I'm just going to go out this exit because it'll put me straight onto the bitumen instead of trampling through the mud. Slow down, mate. It's not a race. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll go back to the farm and harvest those logs that are lying around. Now, I think, I'm not sure how much I need. I don't need a great deal. And also I got the cherries, raspberries to take care of. So I'm going to go back and load up those logs that are lying around, and load up the raspberries, sell the logs, sell the raspberries, and hopefully, well, I say hopefully, that will easily give me the money I need to purchase the Tailor shop, and then we can really start making some money. And my next big purchase after that is going to be a sizable block of land. That's what I'm going to be saving up for. maybe $200,000. Where am I going to put this? Somewhere around $200,000 field. I'll have a look later. Actually, what I also could do is maybe see if there's any more grass I can sweep up. I've been seeing chunks of grass around here. I think I'll do that later. It's not urgent. I'll just leave that there for the time being, because I am going to do a grass run at some stage. Right, get rid of that, sorry. And what other logs can we load up? Oh, there's a... Sure we had a pile of logs around here somewhere. Ah yes, over here, I see them now. There's one here, but I want the bigger ones. Huh. Okay, they're all over here. So I don't have to get them all, but I'll just grab a few. Like I said, picking up these logs is going to be an in-between job. I've got nothing else to do, or I need just a little bit of money. That's what I'm going to start cleaning the backyard up. And that's what I'm doing now. Even though by rights the cherries alone, raspberries alone will give me enough money to buy the Tailor shop, I might as well just take a few of these logs back. Because the more I can take back at any one time means the less I got to worry about later. Alright, let's just plonk this one down here. Come on. Why aren't you falling? This is forestry physics at its greatest. So if I select the grapple and drop it and catch the grapple really quickly, it'll drop the log. That's how you get rid of it if it gets stuck. I have mentioned it before, but the way that was positioned, it was really easy to see. So I'm just going to shave this off. Actually, before I do that, I'll go and get the trailer. Because if I trim the foliage off now, I won't know where the log is. So I'm just after my forks. I think they're over here somewhere. Yep. Might as well just leave the forks out here. Just drop this down here. Didn't leave myself much room to get the forks. Just be able to slot it in now. There we are. Right, now okay, I'm sure the best way to load these cherries up, I might take it from this side. See how we go with that. Hopefully I'm not going to be running over the bushes here. Right. Now. Okay. I'll put the cherries on the back, and I'll put the logs on the front. That'll be the plan. That's right, it's pretty on. Okay, I'm catching the header. There's not much to this little trailer. There we go. time. Feels like it's getting darker. It's still morning, but still must be cloudy or overcast. Oh, okay, got rain coming. Great, that's all we need. Rain. Oh, at least I'm not harvesting, I suppose. Now, how much room have we got to play with here? Come on, get on. That's not great, but where's there? Not happy with that. Oh, there's a strap under here. There we go, that's better. Okay, that'll do for that. Not the tidiest load, but I sort of feel like I'm under the gun a little bit at the moment. I've got to get things done quickly. Maybe I should get an extended fork, be able to pick up 2 of these pallets end to end at one time. It'll make loading this trailer a lot quicker. I might straighten them up later, depends how I feel. Come on. Alright. Then again, I've only got 5 to get. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a pity I can't pick up 2 of these at once. I mean, I suppose I could if I did it side on, but I'll do it this way for the time being. Like I said, I'm not in a real hurry. I mean, I haven't got a whole lot of these things to pull on the trailer, so it's not that important. Just as long as they're on relatively straight and securely, that's all we really need from it at the moment. It's probably pretty good where it is. Maybe just catching on something. I'm trying to think. I don't think I strapped that other one down, but it feels like it is, but I know it's not. There we go. That'll move. Now I'll strap it. And just one more left. I'll make room for another one because by the time I cut the trees up, I don't know if another one's going to spawn. I suppose I'll quickly just hop out and have a look. See how far away we are. Yeah, I will make it. We're 800 out of 1,000, so there's every chance we may get another one by the time we're finished chopping up the logs. So there's a possibility. Well, yeah, that'll do it. That'll leave room for a little bit more if I need another one. Okay, I'm not going to be down here that long. Wow. You can barely even see this log, you know that? I'm going to go back again because I lost it at the beginning. I'm sure there's more foliage to be taken care of. Oh, here we go. Oh, sun's coming out. Okay, wow, I've already lost it. Okay, where are we? I can hear wind chimes. I don't know if you guys can hear it if it's coming through the recording. Sounded like wind chimes. Like, never heard that before. How big are you? 10 meters. Yeah, thought so. Right, actually. Which direction's that? Yeah. Might as well put that on. Oh, I haven't got my grapple. I'll see if I can pick it up with the forklift. Actually, if I'm going to do that, I better open up the forks right up. There we go. It's slightly off balance, but if I keep it low and slow, I can probably get there. Actually, I'm not going to do any more logging, only because the grass is just too long. I'm really struggling to see it, and that will hinder. I'll do some more logging after I've cut the grass. That'll probably be next episode. That will be next episode. I'm going to concentrate on getting the tailor shop up and running, and I'll come back and I'll see if I can put some trees in around the entrance. Come on. Come on. There we are. I think that's it. Alright. Yeah. I know it's only one tree. I did plan to take a few more back with me, but honestly the grass is that long. It's going to be quite difficult to see them. Every time I put a log down, I'll be struggling to find it, so I'll wait till I cut the lawn. Actually, I'll just drop that down for a sec. That's not what I want. That's what I want. No. That's what I want. Right, I just want to give the sheep a bit of grass, that's all. I'm driving right past it, I figure I might. Just give it a couple of bucket loads. I came across a mod, I think I mentioned one of the other playthroughs. I think it was like called Tiger Tractor or something. It's basically just a very small, simple setup of a tractor, and it's got like a little bucket, and you can actually pre-mix pig food and that sort of stuff in it. Very handy. I've forgotten how much it was. It was either about 20,000 or 40,000. I'm probably going to get it just because of this sheep farm here is just really tight to get the food in and out of, and you know, I'm not sure. Either that or I'll just hold off and buy a block of land and put a really big farm on it, I suppose, is the other option I have. That'll do actually. I'm not going to put any more in. What does that look like for the sheep? Food? Yeah, that'll get me out of trouble. That'll keep me honest. And actually, I got some wool I can take with me as well. Awesome. Hang on. Just put that there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll pick up the wool as well. Keep it nice and thin, okay? How thin? It's just hopping here, I see it. I can't even see the bottom of that pallet, you know that? Trying to find out the spacing for the forks. Maybe we'll get closer, I'll see it. I think that'll be okay. Just get it off the ground so I can turn. That's one of them. Going past the spinnery, so I might as well pick them up. Right. Okay. So I can put these two here, side by side. Open these out a bit. Should be able to pick them up as well. Oh, it's getting really dark. I think the rain must be coming in soon. The way that worked out. Just going to do a better job of that if I can. Straighten these two up a bit. Come down the other way. Gives me a bit of a chance to have a look at it. Yes. There. It's as good as it's going to get, I reckon. Don't want them falling off on the road. Okay, that's looking good. Well, there we are, that's better. Now I'm happy. Right. just quickly get rid of this log. Then I'll go get the cherries. Drop the wool off and then sell the raspberries, I should say. Actually, I will do the raspberries after the wood, because my last job is going to be putting the tailor shop in. That way I can do the wool and the tailor shop in the one hit. Bit unsure about this weather. I mean, it looks fine, but one minute it's dark and gloomy, then the next minute, no, the sun's out. I'll be lucky to get $1,000 on this log, I reckon. I'm going to say $800 even. I don't even think I'm going to get 1,000. I was going to do more, but I couldn't see the logs in the grass, so I didn't want to make life that much difficult for myself. Got enough obstacles in my way as it is. Alright, let's get rid of these sticks. Oh wow, nearly $2,000. I'm very impressed, from one log. Okay, let's go 3. Off to sell the raspberries now. I've forgotten how much I need. Shall I look right now actually, before I do anything else? I'm going to look right now and find out. Construction. Productions. I don't know why it's listed twice here. It's listed once here, 56, and it's also listed here, I noticed. Oh no, that's 36. Okay, maybe it's a different production. Maybe a different volume. I got to look into this a bit more. Doesn't give me a lot of options here. It doesn't tell me. Okay. 36. Huh. Shirts and trousers. Hey mate, I don't know if I should go for the cheaper one now. I didn't realise there was $20,000 difference. It must have something to do with the volume that it can not produce, manufacture. There's another word I'm looking for, but that'll do. Slow down, mate. Wait, where are you going? Alright, let's jump in the cabin. It's a bit noisy outside. That's interesting. I'll just zoom out a bit so I can mute the noise a little bit better. Actually, I should have had a quick look at to see if there's any more raspberries being sprouted. I couldn't see any. It was really rough to see, but yeah, there's 2 tailor shops. One's 36 and one's 56, and there's no description to what the difference is. I'm thinking one might produce more, you know, might have bigger holding areas or something. I don't know. When I do the installation, maybe I can see what's different, because it doesn't actually tell you straight from the menu. Okay. Oh, the back trailer's sort of weaving me a little bit at the moment. They'll be sold pretty soon. It's probably because the last pallet is unbalanced. Right. Otherwise, cars come flying up to overtake me, come right up to me, and then throw out the anchors. Maybe they're about to miss their turn off or something, I don't know. Oh, you got me this time. And here, of course, is our sugar beets. I might just If I cannot get hit, maybe just pull in here and have a quick look at it. Right, I might just top out here. This crop's looking very good. 95% yield bonus. The only thing I hadn't done was the rolling. Wow, awesome, awesome. Very happy with that. I really like this plot of land. I love it because it's so flat. I have a feeling after I get some bigger plots of land, so I'm going to turn that into like a storage area. Maybe trailers and a couple of silos, I reckon. Right. I'm just a bit concerned about. I'm just going to leave the wool here because I fear it's automatically going to get sold. I don't know if it will, but I'm going to make sure it's not an option. I'll pick that up in the end. Right. So, where's our... I think that's our sell point just here. Take the straps off. Yep, there we go. 7,000, 59,000. That is perfect. Well, I think why not? I'll just get the bigger one for the time being. That way, I'm not going to have to worry about running out of space or something. Assuming that's what the difference is. Okay, back to the production area. Three, let's go. Once I start opening that production area, I'll make a nice entrance on it too. I may put some sort of fencing around it, but it's just, you know, although there's plenty of room for me right now, it's too small to be worrying about, you know, getting too fancy with it. I'm not even sure which way I want to go with it, but I'll definitely do something once it gets bigger. You can see my low loader in the distance, so I know I know it's coming up on me now pretty quick. In fact, I might just I'm just going to pull in here and keep the trailers off the concrete. That way they won't interfere when I'm trying to place something down. I'm just going to park it here, I reckon. Actually, before I do that, I've got to get rid of the pallets. So I'll just put them in the spinnery here. There we go. Again, it's full up, which is good. Right. Okay. So let's have a look at what we're up against. So my choices are this one here, That's 36,000. I don't know how, it looks like a 2 spaces for 2 pallet width. I'm trying to find the difference. That's one's a loading area, one's a one's where you put the fabric in, and the other side's going to produce the shirts. Okay, so that's the cheaper one of the two. So if I go, this is the more expensive one, and yet it's smaller. I don't understand that. Or maybe I was just zoomed in. Yeah, okay, I was probably just zoomed in. Probably the same size. Physically the same size, but they probably produce more. Does look like it's got a thinner output area though. Hang on. What is it listed as? So that's the last one. Okay, it says mod. I think I've worked it out. What does this one here say? Okay, now I've worked it out. The $36,000 is the in-store, in-game one, because it doesn't actually say mod. Now, if we go to the one at the very end, I downloaded this one. It's $56,000, and yeah, it's a mod. So one's the first one, the cheaper one, is one that came with the game, and the $56,000 one, this one, that's the mod that I downloaded. I'm going to go for the mod simply because I want to know what the difference are. Difference are. So if I okay, you got both triggers on this side. I might, yeah, I got a door here. I want the door on the inside, and also I'm putting the trigger on this side. That way I can drive in from this side and just deliver the fabric on this side. Hang on, why isn't it letting me place it? Overlaps with another object. Okay, must be the tree there. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at it. So I'll bring the fabric from here. Once the fabric comes out and gets produced here, we'll pick the fabric up and bring it over to here, and then that'll produce the clothes here. I'm curious to see. I want to go inside. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. Okay. Now I'll see if I can find out what the difference is. Tailor shop. See, it doesn't tell you what the numbers are in the menu. It just says tailor shop, and that's it. So 6 fabrics will give you 3 clothes. That's all I can tell you at the moment. There's no point turning it on, so I haven't got any fabric yet. Fabric's going to come out here. We're about 300 kilos or 300 litres here of fabric, so we're about 30% done for our first load. Okay, I want to tidy this. I'll tidy this up a little bit. It's a bit tacky. Okay, just want to even up the paint a little bit. Get the paint texture happening. I'm not even sure what they've used. Is it this? No, it's not that. Something more brighter. I'd say it's that. Okay, so where does that leave if I go up here? I'm not trying to make it absolutely perfect. I'm just Sort of trying to make it a bit symmetrical. You know, well, there's a word. That's it. Just trying to even it out a little bit, maybe just in here. Yeah. And have this all the same colour. How's that look? I could put a driveway in here, but the only reason I'm holding off is because I'm going to eventually buy this one here, and I might want to have the big entrance in the middle here. So it's the only reason why I'm holding off putting a driveway there as such, but that'll do for the time being. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, at the back, hang on, I've got to do the back. You can't see it from the roadside, but once you come in you'll see it, so I might as well make it nice and complete. What do you reckon, folks? Little production area happening here. I'm going to make one side of food production, one side non-food. You know, I could maybe even get like if I make wood products like barrels and pallets and whatever, I can do that this side. And make this side I could put like a mill and food processing plants over here on this side. Anyway, that's what we stand with it. I quite like that. Oh, did I just change the colour of the roof? I hope I didn't. I think it just changed as I came out of it. Okay, back to it. Back to it. Let's go. I'm going to wrap it up at the moment, right now. I wonder if I can take that other one back with me too. I have a hitch on the back of this one here. It's just a question of will I be able to line it up. A, will I be able to line it up, and B, will it be the same type of hitch? Just get these forks down. Always seems to catch me out lately. Close to this tree as possible. Right. Now we'll go the other way. It's just going to take a little bit. Trying to reverse two trailers, one being a dolly. Not sure how I'm going to go with this. Yeah, it's quite difficult. I actually have done it in real life, but yeah, I do acknowledge doing one dolly is, you know, not too bad. But when you've got two, it is a lot harder. You're doing two lots of equations at every turn, and these trees aren't going to be helping me any, so I don't think. Okay, I might have an idea here. What I'll do is I'll disconnect that one there for the time being. You can't see these trees are interfering with me. Right, should be right now. Does that work? I don't think it does. That's a pity. I know it doesn't fit to this one in front of me. Yeah, alright, I'll get it back connected. Just get these forks up. Get out of the way. Can't see anything. missing. Okay, I'm just going to straighten up the trolley if I can quickly. Okay, take this way now. Well, so I'm going to take my eyes off the road. Too busy looking at the trailer hitch. Let's get back in the cabin, I'll be right. Okay. I'll be wrapping this this episode up now, folks. I think we're really, I know, we are really making money now. It's just started. These two cars in the mirrors. Yeah, money's going to start coming in hand over fist now, so this opens up options for me pretty much the next couple of episodes. I may change my mind a couple of times. I would like to buy a nice big block of land. That's one option, or yeah, that probably will be the option. I do have some other thoughts, but I'd like to get a big field organised. Maybe spend as much as $200,000. Okay. Oop. I'm just going to disconnect both the trailers. I'm just going to go grab that pulley. And next episode I'm going to do a silage run. Everything else is taken care of. And keep an eye on the fabric. Once the fabric is ready, I'll take it to the tailor and then I'll activate. I know the tailor's not activated yet. It's only because there's nothing to manufacture. There's no fabric in the production, so there's no point having it turned on at the moment. The other thing I'll do is I'll notice a lot of loose grass around the place from the previous cut when I tidied the place up. So I'll take, next episode I'll take the Strutsman and just do a couple laps of the yard and pick up the few pieces which I've missed. And here comes the rain. How's that for timing? Can't see it, but I can hear it. And just giving the tractor a bit of a wash in the process. Right, okay, I'll turn that off. What's the time? It's only 11 o'clock. Oh well, it's time for lunch. And this is the end of the episode. So next episode, I'm going to fill the seeds, the raspberries with seeds and water. Check the animals for feed. Do a silage run. And see how much money I can make in one episode. And hopefully even buy a block of land. Well, it's a bit unrealistic, but to buy a block of land that is, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Anyway folks, be good to each other. Hope to see you again, and I'll see you later.